Hi Scorpio, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Okay, so we got two out here. If you've been here before, then you know what I normally do is I let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. And then take a look, are we looking at life, love, career, or health? And then clarify with various oracle decks. So somewhere, okay, so the Tower card in reverse showed up. And the Strength card is next. So first thing I'm thinking is something major happened. And you're still kind of in the throes of it, is what I'm hearing. And you are doing your best to stay strong. King of Pentacles in reverse. So it might have been, King of Pentacles would be someone who's very good in their money. So it's possible that you may have had a job loss. You may have lost, I feel like I want to say you may have lost a big bonus that you thought you were getting, because I feel like I'm hearing like commission. So something happened around your money that kind of shook your foundation, and you're doing your best to stay strong and not let negativity creep into you, because you have learned that it's important to keep your vibrations up. And you're doing, I mean, I feel like you're like hanging on for dear life, mostly not to let this get you in a funk. I feel like in the past, this may have caused you to be in a funk. And in this case, you're like, no. I cannot let this let me get in a funk, because that just makes things worse. I feel like I want both of those. So that is the Star card, would be kind of like, I feel like you've had a setback on some wishes, wish fulfilled. So what I feel like I'm getting is like something fell through money-wise. And it kind of feels like that you were maybe buying a house and the down payment fell through. Or you were going to buy a new car and you didn't get the loan. Something happened that is stopping some of your wish fulfillment coming through, whether that was a new house, whether that was a new car, whether it was buying a new washer and dryer, or remodeling the kitchen cabinets. Whatever the case was, it feels like the money portion of it fell through. The loan fell through. The commission that you were counting on, you thought you were going to have commission coming in and that was going to be used for it, fell through. Perhaps you were going to have tax money that was going to be used for this and you had to pay taxes instead of get money back. Whatever the case is, you had plans for this money and it fell through. And emotionally, you're actually doing fairly well considering. And I feel like that's because in the past, something like this happening, a tower moment in the past would have had you spiraling down and going, woe is me. Oh my God, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened. And for whatever reason, I feel like you are bouncing back really well from this. And it's kind of like, you know what? I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to do what I used to do. It's just a little hiccup, and I'm going to keep my vibrations up, and I'm going to keep moving forward, and I'm not going to let this get me down. It's just the feeling that I'm getting is like, I am not going to let this get me down. Not like it used to. In the past, I feel like this would have really like put you in a funk for a while, and now you've gotten control of your thoughts. You have realized that getting in a funk actually creates more problems, and you're like, no, I'm not letting that happen. So good for you. I want this one. Two of Swords in reverse. That would normally be like you have a decision to make. So you've already made a decision. And I feel like that decision is, it's like moving on, moving forward. Let's just keep on trucking. Because I feel like in the past you would have been like, oh my God, now what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And you, since that's in reverse, you're kind of like going, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm going to keep on moving. Keep on trucking. I don't need any more of these. Okay. So I always like the emotions cards because the emotions, so how are you feeling emotionally about this kind of tower that happened? How are you feeling emotionally about it? I mean, right at this moment in time, confident came up in the reverse position. I feel like, and it fell underneath the tower card. So it kind of shook your confidence for just a second. But I feel, like I said, I feel like it only shook it for a little bit. And the afraid, I'm like the afraid one kind of fell out sideways, but it was more down. But it's also under the strength card. So it's kind of like, you're like, I'm not afraid now. I'm not afraid of what's going to happen because I have conquered some of my fears. I feel like I want that one. I am not, and the grief is in the reverse position, and you're like, I am not holding on to grief. I am not holding on to anything of like, oh, poor me, and this, woe is me, and everything happens wrong. It's like, nope, I'm not doing that anymore. That's how I used to play this game. And you're like, I'm not doing that crap anymore. It has not served me well. And I am onward and upward. There's a whole lot of stuff. I feel like I want that one. What's this one? Shy. Timid, introverted, and reserved. How does that play in? But I feel like you're saying, I'm not going to be shy. I'm not. If that's an emotion, okay. How does that play in? I'm going to shy away from what? I'm going to shy away from the way I used to be. Okay. Fulfilled. There are other things in my life that fulfill me besides this whatever that fell through. So I feel like you are looking at yourself and you are like, I'm just going to be really, really, really grateful for what is going right in my life right now, instead of looking at things like I used to and bitching and moaning and crying, poor me, about when things go wrong. So you have turned a corner. You have definitely turned a corner of being grateful and looking at things more positive than you used to. And this is this helps your mental state a lot. This also helps manifest things. Creative. So I feel like you're like going, I'm going to just move on and get creative and figure out how to make this happen another way. First way fell through. I'm not going to let it get me down. So, I don't think I need any more of these. All right. Good for you guys. That's good. That is a good sign. So I'm with the Whispers of Healing. Next. This is kind of like let me think about this. Do I need blocks? No. I'm sorry. I'm I'm like, these are some new cards. I don't use them a lot, but I feel like there's something in here they want to say. So this is just kind of some words from the universe about your new way of thinking. Adventure awaits. Break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It's time for some adventure. Plan a vacation, take a spontaneous drive. A change of pace and scenery will do you good. Plus, you never know whom you'll meet or what you'll experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or partner, a spectacular meal at a charming local joint. The vista of a lifetime. Adventure awaits. I feel like they're saying do that to help clear out and open up so you can move forward from this whole thing. You know, I mean, you've already decided I'm not going to let this get me down. There might be a little bit more energy clearing that needs to be done in order to move to the next phase of this, whatever you were waiting for. Unplug. Recharge your soul batteries by unplugging from the digital world. Connect with yourself by disconnecting from distractions such as other people's to-do list. Take a stroll, the best way to generate fresh and innovative ideas. Remember where I said get creative, so this is what they're telling you to do so you can get creative to move forward to make this plan come through. The best way to generate fresh and innovative ideas is to balance the virtual and natural worlds. The birds and the trees have just as much to teach you as the internet. Unplug from the internet. So I think it just feels like they're saying, I feel like a major energy clearing, you know, take a little drive, do something for the weekend off the beaten path to kind of clear your head, clear your energy, clear your space, and also to let the universe bring in some creative ideas. First plan didn't work, on to the next, and how to go about and move forward with that. So let's see what else they've got to say here. This one. Give each other space. Sometimes it's hard to work out our differences when we don't have enough space. So take a step back to create room for authentic conversation. Perhaps you need to consult with a therapist to guide you through the emotional thicket, or maybe you just need some new tools for healthy communication. Whatever it is, don't try to fix it right now. Give each other space. So perhaps when this plan that you had fell through, the other person in your life, whoever that may be, a spouse, lover, significant other, family member, whoever may have been part of this whole thing that was happening, maybe they did. Maybe I feel like they are not handling it as well as you are. Yeah. Sorry about that. UPS. So I feel like the other person in your life isn't handling this as well as you are. And maybe you need some space away from them because they're kind of bringing you down. That's kind of the feeling that is. So you may need to take this drive by yourself for the weekend and get away from that person because they are not handling it as well as you are. And one more of these. So let's see. Share your gifts. Your creativity positively impacts the world. It's ripe with beauty and innovation. Everyone benefits from your art, especially you. Get to know your talented inner muse. Nurture your vision. Your unique gifts are meant to be shared. So take that for however that resonates with you. And I'm going to do a couple more of these. I just feel like I want to say good for you for conquering some negative thinking. That's the feeling that I'm getting. And I feel like the universe is like clapping their hands and wanting to say they are really, really proud of you for for just getting rid of some negative thinking and knowing how your old ways didn't do you any good, and that, okay, the acceptance card. And it's kind of like they're saying you are accepting things the way they are. You're not dwelling on it. And it's like, I feel like they're going, you handled this like a champ, and you are going to be rewarded for that. And I feel like that was maybe one of the reasons this came up. It was kind of like a lesson that the universe was, it was a test. Well-being. So it was a test to see how you were going to handle this. Kind of like, we will give you more fruits. We will give you more manifestations. We will give you more now because you have proved that you can handle it. And your well-being in the process, you didn't let your well-being get affected. Hidden blessings. Okay, so hidden blessings in whatever happened, this little tower moment, hidden blessings. So I feel like this was a major test from the universe, and you've passed it with flying colors. I went this one. Hydrate. So drink a bunch of water, move on, move forward. You passed the test. And now there were going to be more hidden blessings coming because of this. So just be prepared. Like I said, clear any negative energy that you may have had from this. Get it completely cleared and open yourself up and receive whatever gifts the universe is getting ready to bring you, because you passed a major test. So I will see you guys middle of May, and we'll see what's going on then. Bye.